In the previous video, we set up a gradebook or simplified gradebook. In this video, we're going to make it more usable. The previous video was more like a grade identifier. So to do this, we're going to come over and make some variables, and we are going to make a variable for my total amount of assignments so I can keep track of that. I also want a variable for my total amount of grades, meaning as we input this grade here, we're going to keep track of that. And lastly, because this is a grade book, I'd want my average grade. So I now have 4 variables. What I'm going to do is I want to take my total assignments, and every time I hit that green little flag, I'm going to change my total assignments by 1. So I'm keeping track of how many inputs I have. So then I'm going to come down and I'm going to set my total grades to, well, what do I want them to be? Well, I need my addition blocks. I'm going to build it out here. Well, I want my variables of my grade and my total grades. So I'm basically taking the variable here and storing this grade and adding it to the total grades. And so every time I click it, my total grade will go up by whatever my input is. And then what I want to do is I want to set my average grade to, I'm going to grab my division block. And what do I want my average to be? Well, I want my total amount of grades. And I divide that by my total amount of assignments. And what you're going to notice then is, as I do my input here, I have a 94, my average, we can see my average goes to a 67 with my total grades. Now that we see how this kind of works, what I would probably end up doing is I would hide my variables and I would just have my current grade and my average being displayed. Now, you could get creative and add another set of sprites just for an example. I'm going to add a new sprite here. I'm going to grab a letter and I'm just going to grab a C. So what I end up having is I have my F and my C. This assignment was an F, and what I'd like to do is make this C my average. So I have 2 displays there.